In the beginning, God created man, and I gotta say, it was great. Sleeping in until noon, pizza and KFC every day, beer at every meal, hunting in the afternoon before an evening of video games, violent movies and reading masculine literature. Unfortunately, the big G started noticing how the men kept leaving beard trimmings in the sink, how they forgot to take the bins out until they started taking themselves out, and how the men had nothing to do before bed except just sleeping. Not to mention the occasional war. It is not right for man to be alone, said God. And when man woke up the next day, they found their paradise invaded, sundered. Okay, maybe it wasn't that bad. As the men got used to having women around, a few problems started to appear. Mainly since men were so distracted by, things, they didn't get around to starting as many wars. They did try getting women involved, but that made the problem even worse. So they substituted it with Wargames. Convenient, easy to carry around, and simple to pause and come back later. Unfortunately, women didn't really get into those either, mostly because they would zone out after 5 minutes into an explanation of what caused the Second Punic War. And that's when the solution was born. But before we hear about that solution... Ha! Surprise live action section. I've summoned my corporeal form to tell you that this video was not sponsored by Raycon earbuds. I used to keep getting thrown out of restaurants for listening to the audiobook version of Mein Kampf on full volume. That's when someone I'd never met but had some vaguely insightful views about a completely pointless topic recommended that I buy Raycon earbuds. In most respects, they're exactly like every other pair of headphones I've ever had. They make my ears hurt, they damage my hearing over time, and they contain giant magnets that mess with anything metallic I put them next to. Raycon earbuds. They cost twice as much and lasted half as long as my current pair. Root, designed by Cole Worley and illustrated by Kyle Ferrin, follows the struggle for control of the woodland by different factions of ambiguously sized anthropomorphic animals. No, not that kind. And just look at them. Aww. On that note, Kyle, please do a Root graphic novel. This art is beautiful. There's only like 5 mouse guard books. I need more stories of cute, illustrated animals stabbing each other. The best part about Root is that it's deceptive. It looks like an innocent board game with cute animal pieces and adorable art. Easy to convince a suffering spouse to give Root a go after she's asked who the Persians were for the 5th time. More importantly, it's not weighed down by centuries of historical context, which I'm told is a bad thing. The game is asymmetric, meaning that all the factions play differently. The base game comes with 4 of the factions, with many more in the expansions. Let me introduce them. The Iri, the incarnation of every parent who answered all objections with "because I said so." The Woodland Alliance, the Erie's rebellious teenager who is determined to make a fool of themselves by winning. Vagabond, the guy who showed up thinking we were playing D&D. The Riverfolk Company, early stage capitalism. The Marquis de Cat, late stage capitalism. The Lizard Cult, Kool-Aid enthusiasts. The Underground Duchy.
Now can you dig it? Hell no! I can't dig it.
Corvid Conspiracy. Oh, look at that. A token just left on its own. Maybe we could... Another raid, are you kidding me? Lord of the Hundreds.
Come, brothers, let us purge, purge, purge!
Keepers of Iron.
Brother, we must capture the reliquary. Indeed, brother, come. Thieves' Vault.
Lilypad Diaspora. Hippies. Twilight Council. Violence is punishable by death. Knaves of the Deepwood. We don't negotiate with terrorists because we are the terrorists. And plenty more fan-made factions on r/root game. So now, next time your wife asks, who in the world was Pyrrhus of Epirus? You can answer, he was a cute little kitty cat. Thank you guys for watching, respect women, and I will see you all in the next video.